Alright, fellas, this is your commish speaking in the GC2, and we're about halfway through the season, and I'm gonna analyze the season so far for us. We're gonna start from the bottom of the standings right now and move on up. We're gonna start with Hendricks, and first off, Hendricks, all 11 of us that are in the league, we wanna thank you for playing fantasy sports because you suck. Fantasy baseball, I mean, you made some fantastic trades to really move your team up. You might have finished last there, too. I don't know. Oh, wait, there was Jewel and Jordan didn't even touch their team all year, and they still beat you, but that's okay. So you're invited back next year. We'd love to have you. Anyone that can go 1-8 through 9 games is okay in my book. So, Hendricks, you got a spot next year. And then we're going to move on up to Just Dash, which is Keith Dorwart. I don't know you, Keith, but I also want to thank you about as much as Hendricks for playing in our league, 2-7. I mean, you're right there. You scored a league high 767 points. Not, but thank you. You're also invited back with Hendricks. But let's keep this ball moving. We got to get up to the good teams. Grizzly Dippers is next. Probably the best team name in the league, I must say. That is Philip Pino Price, and he's really got a lot going for him. He's probably gonna get lip cancer in the next couple of years, but that's okay. Because he's helping me out by being in this league. So once again, I want to send my best regards out to Pino and his shitty team, and his status now is trying to get that 8th spot. Well, at 3-6, Yahoo probably should have deleted you from the league by now, but you can move up because the next person on the list is Red Hots, one of my personal favorites. Not just because he named his team after one of my favorite words to say, but because of his ginger hair. By the way, I saw a picture the other day on the internet, probably with 1,000 gingers on it, and let me tell you, it was awesome. You should go check out my Facebook. It's on there. Oh, God. We'll keep going. Birds win. He is 4-5 right now. That's my little cousin Jansen. He's in 8th grade, I believe. He may be younger. He may be in 7th grade. And he is beating the kid with red hair. The kid with red hair probably he wasn't born, you see, with good attributes, and he wasn't born with good fantasy football skills either. By the way, I wanted to thank you for that demolishing I put on you in fantasy baseball to get that #1 spot, and I will be collecting money for that. So none of you guys are getting away with that, so be ready. Alright, let's move on up to the top 7 teams. The Crummies, which is Ian Boehner Bain. Now, I have one thing to say to you at 4-5. Stick to golf. I know you didn't want to play this in the first place. I don't know anything about fantasy football. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Why don't you go watch the Blues or something? And then to the top 6 teams. I touched down there, which is Nick Carter. Now, whenever I first saw your team name, I was like, what the fuck? Do you realize that's the most pedophile name I've ever heard? Every time I look at your fucking name, I think of you touching little boys. What the fuck, Carter? I know you got a hot girlfriend and all, but come on, man. Come on. Alright. I touched down there. So we're going to move up. Number 5 spot, the replacements, which is Chazzy Walker. He's doing a little better than some people in the league. He's tied with me, actually. I personally think I should be first in the league, but, you know. Chaz the horse racer. I don't know. I think the replacements is Joe Flacco. I think no. What the fuck is his name? That's alright, who gives a shit? Anyways, he'll probably end up losing first round of the playoffs, so we'll move on. I'll skip over me. I'll get to me. I know I have stupid facial hair right now. I probably look like similar to what my brother's facial hair looks like, and I always diss him for that, and it is fucking stupid. So Alex, if you have facial hair right now, this is what you look like. A big dumb ass. A big dumb ass. So please, please shave. Shave your stupid goat-looking beard. Next on the list, Hurricane Ditka, the basketball player. Josh Crumweedy. Now, I know that you're third, sole possession of third, blah, blah, blah. Who do you have this week? You face Birds win. And Roddy White, oh my god, Roddy White gives me a boner. Oh my god, he's in my other league, $100 in that league. And those people actually paid, by the way. So, hopefully I'll be winning in that league. Thank you, I'm third right now, if anyone cares. Probably not. But Roddy, he's carrying you through this season, and you have half the Bears team for some reason. Like, I know you're a Bears fan, but this is fantasy football. You can't pick up shitty players like that. Like, you got so lucky with T.O. too. Oh, T.O. Oh, T.O. Anyways. God, T.O., I should have traded you Tom Brady and Randy Moss for T.O. because Randy Moss can just blow one out his ass. So next we move on up to the gayest name in the league, besides Carter's, of course, Taco. Now, I'm a big fan of the league also, and that's what inspired me to do this video, actually, because I love that show. But, Taco, you're a big pussy. And how in the world is your team any good? No one's exploited you yet. I was the only person that can beat you. How is that? You get fear boners all day. I mean, come on, man. Like, how Nate Burleson, like Deion Branch, Johnny Knox, like, you've just gotten so lucky with LT. He's like 50. And he's the best player on your team. Andre Johnson should be, but you could have expected a little lower season than last year from him. And Eli Manning, he's the most inconsistent player, playing the most consistent out of any quarterback. Give me a break. That team, oh my god. There's in no other league would you be 8-1 right now. Not possible. And now we move up to number 1, and the kid with the weirdest ears himself, Adam Weird Ears Piper. And if some of you don't know what I'm talking about, which I don't know how you can't, because I can see his weird ears from here, and I'm 5 hours away from him. So let me show you. That is very similar to what his ears look like. And let's assess Adam's team and how he has become the number 1 spot and scored 201 points last week. Let's see who you started with on your team. Let's see. Not Michael Vick, not Arian Foster, not Peyton Hillis, shocker, and not Jacob Tammy. How did we, as a league, let Adam Piper, one of the dumbest kids in this league, get all of those people off the waiver wire? I mean, come on, people. I have a good team with a great bench, and I didn't have room for 4 extra people, which shows that Adam's draft was so miserable that he somehow made up for that. I just don't get it. And Hakeem Nicks, I mean, people expected him to have a good year, but for fuck's sake, oh my god. Oh, God. So, Adam Piper, fuck you. Fuck you for being number 1. Fuck you for having the hottest mom ever. By the way, how did your mom produce someone as ugly as you? You look like Gandalf. And